stay alive on the Red Alliance. Tons of fuel up and in for the Red Alliance. Blue and red both get one rotor turning in Auton, but the fuel means that the Red Alliance will pull ahead 95 points to 75 as we head into Teleop. These robots beginning their cycles now. They're working on getting some gears from downfield and bringing them back to their Alliance airship. Both airships have 2 rotors turning. 2 more. Each will be worth 40 points. If they get all 4 turning, that's 100-point bonus here in our playoff matches. Titanium Tigers on the Blue Alliance and Livonia Warriors, they've dropped off gears for their airship. Blue Alliance third rotor needs 3 more gears to make that third rotor rev on up and get even closer to the 100-point bonus for all 4 rotors. Red Alliance is almost to their third rotor as well. Tons of gears aboard the airship. Killer Bees pilot places them and turns up the third rotor. That pulls the Red Alliance further ahead. 177 points for your Red Alliance, 115 for your Blue. Minute and a half remains in the match. Red Alliance is racing to that 4th rotor now. They need 6 gears placed for it to happen. Looks like they already have 3 of them. Even more coming up for your Red Alliance. They need 2 more to make it happen. Titanium Tigers on your Blue Alliance. They're dropping off a few more gears. It looks like the Blue Alliance now gets their 3rd rotor turning. 40 more points for your Blue Alliance and a step closer to their 4th. Under 1 minute remains now. Just over 20 points separate these teams. Gears come aboard for the Red Alliance, and it looks like our pilots in the Red Alliance airship will rev up the 4th rotor for your Red Alliance. 140 points added to the score on the board. That pulls red ahead 317 to 155. 40 seconds remain in the match. Killer Bees, more fuel coming on in. They want to lengthen this lead as much as they can. We're coming down now to our end game. We're going to have ropes deployed in just a moment. Robots looking to climb on up. Killer Bees, more and more fuel from that Red Alliance corner. They're racing to 40 kilopascals of pressure. If they can do it, that might seal the deal for the Red Alliance. It looks like Bees instead opt to climb on up 2 pascals short of that 20-point bonus, but all 3 Red Alliance robots are up. 150 points for your red and 150 points for your blue. We've got 8 seconds left. All 6 robots hanging. It looks like your Red Alliance will be taking this one and forcing it to a 3rd rubber match. Another excellent match here on Carson for quarterfinal 3, match number 2. Your winner was your Red Alliance. Red scored 483 points, Blue 305. That means our 3rd quarterfinal matchup will go to a 3rd match, and our winner will move on to our semifinals.
ready to introduce the teams for quarterfinal four, match number 2. It's our number 3 Red Alliance and our number 6 Blue Alliance. The advantage is to the number 3 Red Alliance. In their first match, they put up 530 penalty-free points. We begin with the first member of the Red Alliance, 1796.
From Long Island City, New York, Robo Tigers.
Your Alliance captains 125.
Out of Boston, Massachusetts, Neutrons.
And Team 5687.
From Portland, Maine, the Outliers.
Your number 6 Blue Alliance. The Alliance captains 4237.
From Stevensville, Michigan, Team Lancebot.
The Alliance partners winners of the Hawaii Regional 4253.
From Taipei, Raid 0.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance winners of the Wisconsin Regional and the St. Louis Regional 1732.
That's your Milwaukee, Wisconsin Hilltoppers.
Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go.
Once again, we have Alliance number 3 in red, Alliance number 6 in blue here in quarterfinal 4, match number 2. We see Neutrons right away doing what they do best, putting up fuel during autonomous. Their Alliance partners in the airship putting up a 60-point rotor. Hilltoppers pilot does the same right at the end of Auton. It looks like for the Blue Alliance, it might have been just in time. Maybe a little bit too late. 103 points for the Blue Alliance, 107 points for the Red Alliance as drivers are stepping forward to take control. Neutrons loading up more and more fuel. That's how they got such a high score in our first matchup between these two alliances. Neutrons parking in front of the boiler, no defense around. They are lining up, look for the shot, and they sink up and in every 3 worth 1 point here in this match. Robo Tigers on the Red Alliance. They have a hopper full of fuel as well, but a gear ready to drop off for the Red Alliance airship. The Red Alliance pilots working now on their 3rd rotor. That'll be 40 more points if they can swing it. They've got an 80-point advantage so far. More collisions underneath the Blue Alliance airship now. A little bit of pushing back and forth as fuel is deployed onto the field. Our team slowed down a little bit, but that's not stopping Hilltoppers and their Alliance partners Raid 0 from dropping off gears. Blue Alliance airship has 3 gears inside. That's more than enough for their 3rd rotor. Red already has their 3rd rotor turning. That's showing a big advantage for our Red Alliance as we head to the final minute of quarterfinal 4, match number 2. All 3 Red Alliance robots are underneath the blue airship. They are looking for gears and playing some defense. It looks like we have the Outliers on the Red Alliance. They've grabbed a gear. They swing on by, flanking their partners Neutrons as they head back toward the Red Alliance airship. The Blue Alliance starts their 3rd rotor, 40 more points. 3 gears are held within the airship for the Blue Alliance, communicating with their drive team behind the glass. Looking at the Red Alliance, they work on their 4th rotor now. They need 2 more gears to make it happen. That would pull a huge Red Alliance advantage. We're down now to 30 seconds remaining in this match. Again, if Red wins, they move on. Blue wins, they force a 3rd. Ropes are deployed from the airships. Red Alliance robots, they are far away, but Neutrons streaming more and more fuel into the boiler. They get 20 points for the bonus as more and more kilopascal points are coming on up. Red Alliance adds 140 with their 4th rotor. Blue Alliance, though, as well, 140 for them, too. We have Red Alliance robots up in the air, Blue Alliance robots up in the air. 5 seconds remaining. These teams look ready to go. Our score on the board at the end, a huge score for your Red Alliance. It looks like we have another high score here on Carson, earned by your red number 3 Alliance. 541 points for your Red Alliance. Both bonuses in that score, and 433 for your blue. That means, of course, that your red number 3 Alliance will be moving on to our semifinals on Carson. Before they leave, let's give it up one more time for our Blue Alliance teams. That includes teams 1732 Hilltoppers, their captains teams 4237 Team Lancebot, Team 4253 Raid 0, and Team 3538 Robo Jackets.
We have 3 semifinalists here in Carson. We need one more. It'll be one of these 2 alliances. This is a tiebreaker match between the number 2 Red Alliance and the number 7 Blue Alliance. Let's meet these teams over here on the Red Alliance, the number 2 Red Alliance, 50-24.
From London, Ontario, Raider Robotics.
Team 20-52.
From New Brighton, Minnesota, Nightcrawler.
And the Alliance Captains, Team 33.
From Auburn Hills, Michigan, Killer Bees.
Your number 7 Blue Alliance, welcome back, Team 5401.
They're from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, Fightin' Robotic Owls.
Team 28-32.
From Livonia, Michigan, the Livonia Warriors.
And your Alliance Captains, 5114.
They're from Fenton, Michigan, Titanium Tigers.
Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go.
Again, this is our only quarterfinal tiebreaker match here on Carson. Killer Bees right away. They're looking to do what they do best, putting up tons of fuel. Red Alliance Airship has 1 gear ready to go in that first slot. That means 60 points for the Red Alliance, plus whatever Killer Bees picked up. That's over 100 points already for your Red Alliance as we head into Teleop. Blue Alliance robots, they start working hard. They've got some ground to cover, but they are eager to do so. Titanium Tigers in blue bumpers, they are working with their pilot up in the airship, dropping off a gear for them. Gears come on up. The second rotor turning very shortly for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance already has their second rotor going, working on their third. Red Alliance slight advantage here, about 40 points separate these teams, but with scores over 500 already in quarterfinals, there is plenty of room for the Blue Alliance to catch up. Minute and a half remains in the match, lots of collisions all